Hey, what's up everybody? Meteor44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so the Lakers lose game 1 in the Minnesota Lakers series, 117-95, relinquishing home court advantage, hopefully temporarily, but they have it now. So let's just jump into it, man. We'll go over the quarter stats first. First quarter, Lakers had it 28-21. Second quarter, the Timberwolves had it 38-20. Third quarter, the Timberwolves had it 35-30. Fourth quarter, the Timberwolves had it 23-17. I'm not happy, man. That was trash. Let's get into the team stats. 33-83 for 39% from the field for the Lakers. 15-41 for 36% from the three for the Lakers. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves shot great. 44 of 86 for 51% from the field and 21 of 42 for 50% from three. They were 8 of 10 from the free throw line for 80%. We were 14 of 16 for 87%. They won the rebounds 44-38. We had 13 offensive boards. They had 11. They had 29 assists to our 15. 15 assists in a freaking playoff game. Are you serious? 8 steals for the Timberwolves, 5 for the Lakers, 4 blocks for both teams. We had 13 turnovers, 18 points conceded off of that. They had 10 turnovers, 9 points conceded off of that. They had 25 fast break points. We had 6. We had 44. We had 32 points in the paint. They had 44. And we only fouled 10 times to their 21, so that was, I guess you could say, really good. We had an 8-point lead at one point. They were up by much as 27. Let's get into the box score. Start with the winners first. Julius Randle, 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 16 points, 5 assists, 5 boards, 2 of them offensive boards. Jaden McDaniels, 11 of 13 from the field, 3 of 3 from the 3, 25 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 9 rebounds, 4 of them offensive boards. He definitely gets the game ball. That goes without saying. Rudy Gobert, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 points, 1 block, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Mike Conley, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 9 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, and 3 boards. Ant-Man, 8 of 22 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 22 points, 1 steal, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. 2 of them offensive boards. Josh Minott got in and bricked a shot in 3 minutes. Lamar Miller got in, got a rebound, 2 minutes. Luka Garza came in, hit his shot, 2 points, 1 board there for Luka in 3 minutes. Naz Reid was also fantastic. He could get the game ball. In a lot of cases, I just decided to go with Jaden. But Naz, the Laker killer extraordinaire, did what he does. 8 of 12 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3. We left him open all night. Plus 13, 23 points, 2 blocks, 2 assists, and 5 boards. Dante DiVincenzo, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, for 9 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, and 5 boards. 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 7 points, 1 block, 3 assists, and 1 board. Jaden Clark, what's his name? Jalen Clark tapped in with 3 minutes, had 2 points, and Terrence Shannon also played 3 minutes and missed a shot. Meanwhile, don't forget his steal. Jalen Clark had a steal there. Don't forget that. So the Lakers, man. Rui Hachimura, 9 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 assists, 5 rebounds to go with the 9 points on a minus 26. He was the worst of the night. LeBron James, 19 points, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, and 5 boards. 1 of 5 from 3, 8 of 18 from the field. Love how he was stripping the ball. The defense for LeBron James was nice. Kind of hard to get into a rhythm tonight with Julius Randle, one of the players I hate seeing him on, and you saw why. He dishes out too much punishment for LeBron James to have to deal with him. It would be nice if we had a guy, I don't know, old Jemison out there, kind of do all of that. Literally put Jemison out there for half the time and let Julius bang around on him, but nah, we waived the guy, keeping Alex Len. Anyway, Jackson Hayes, 1 point, 3 rebounds. 1.3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds in 8 minutes of play. We got away from him quickly, went to the small ball crap. Clearly, you see what small ball does for you, Lakers, against a team with a bunch of centers. You see what happens? But, let's carry on. Luka Doncic had 40 minutes of play. Should have been 48 because we couldn't survive without him. 12 of 22 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line for 37 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 8 rebounds. The only problem with Luka is he stopped shooting. He stopped shooting. We set him, which was a grave mistake because we did nothing done without him, and he stopped shooting. That was the problem. And the turnovers could have been better, obviously, but he was good. No one else was. That's the issue there. Austin Reeves, 5 of 13, 3 of 8 from the 3. 5 of 18 from the field. 16 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Minus 25, second worst on the team. He had some very strong defensive schemes against him. They chose Austin to shut down. That's what they did. They said, we're going to shut Austin down. We're going to make sure that we put our best defense on him. We don't care. We'll let LeBron try to beat us. We'll let Luka do whatever he wants to do for the most part. But Austin ain't getting off. And that was a recipe for success for them. He does need to handle that better. He does. Dorian Finney-Smith, 3 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of them offensive boards, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc. When he shoots like that, we usually don't win. Jarred Vanderbilt, I thought, played pretty good in 14 minutes of play. 1 of 3 from the field, 2 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds, 2 of them offensive boards. I thought he was good. I like the tie-up that he had to force a jump ball. I like the 2 assists that he had early on in the game that got 2 3-point shots off. I thought he probably should have played more. Mind you, he used to play for the Minnesota Timberwolves, so you probably do want to find ways of using him a bit better than we did. Alex Len missed a shot, had 4 rebounds, 3 of them offensive boards, mostly taps in garbage time, 3 minutes of play. Gabe Vincent, 1 of 3 from the 3, 3 points, 1 block, 1 assist. I don't know why he stopped shooting. He probably should have got at least a little involved in this game. Shake Milton played in garbage time, missed a shot. Jordan Goodwin came in for 6 minutes, got an assist. He needs more minutes. On a night where our 50-50 ball issues were as slow as we were, Jordan Goodwin only getting 6 minutes, JJ? That's bull crap, buddy. Bronny James came in, bricked 2 threes in garbage time, and Dalton Knecht was 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 5 minutes, 3 rebounds, 2 of them offensive boards. Just 3 minutes of play, he accomplished all of that. Maybe if he were in regular rotation, he could actually help our team on a night where we can only get 95 damn points. I'm pissed off, man. This was garbage, bro. And to be honest with you, I thought the Lakers were flat-footed. I thought the rotations were stupid for the most part. I thought some of our defensive principles were just missing. We didn't get anything out of our bench. This was an embarrassing basketball game to watch. We chose a hell of a game, game 1 of the playoffs, to play one of our worst games of the season. I thought this team was awful. I really did. I thought they were physical. That's about as much as I'm willing to give them. The Lakers were physical. Everything else, Minnesota just wiped the floor with these guys. After we got out to a nice start with Luka the Don hitting all of his damn shots, nobody else doing anything. Everybody else continued to do nothing for the rest of the basketball game for the most part. Pushed around, got pushed around, and went home. A loser, rather embarrassingly. You know, I watched basketball all day today, just like a lot of us did. I didn't pay too much attention to the Milwaukee Pacers matchup. That was a blowout. But the Detroit-New York game was fun to watch. And the Clippers-Nuggets game was awesome. Completely awesome. This was garbage. My Lakers came out and played the worst basketball of any team today on the first night of playoff basketball. We were embarrassing. We were ill-prepared. We were flat-footed. We look old. We look out of shape. We look small. I have a lot of bad things to say about this team tonight, man. I really do. I thought we really played a bad basketball game tonight. I thought our schemes were stupid, leaving open shooters and not adjusting out of that. Naz Reid going 6 for 9 from behind the arc. How many times we got to watch Naz Reid kill us as Laker fans for us to know better as an organization to ever leave that man open? Like, this is what he does. Naz Reid is one of those guys that played better in L.A. than he does anywhere else. He's made a whole career off of beating us and playing better against us than anywhere else. He signed contracts off of performances that he's done in our building. And that's the guy we scheme open? That's the guy we leaving open from behind the arc? Stupidity, man. Jalen McDaniels, y'all gonna understand Jaden McDaniels is a scorer this year. He's been good all year long. It's been a career year from him. This was his best playoff game of his entire career. And it's not going to be hard for me to give him the game ball. He was terrific on both sides of the floor. He didn't turn the ball over at all. 4 offensive boards. Hit all his threes. Only missed 2 field goals in total. Didn't even get to the free throw line. He was awesome. And if he does that 3 more times, we're going home. So y'all better figure something out with that particular player. Ant-Man didn't even play like that. He hit some threes, but you know, his dribble penetration was very problematic for us, but he did end up hurting himself a little bit in the game. But the majority of the damage that they did, he was sitting down for. He wasn't even out there for them getting back in the basketball game. When we set Luka down and put that lineup in the second quarter, LeBron and Austin they were not doing nothing. The role players weren't doing nothing, and they were able to run the score up with Ant-Man sitting down, man. Naz Reid shooting threes because Rui Hachimura keep leaving them wide open and stuff like that. We got and another thing I didn't understand is this, man. You're going up against a team that only has one superstar. Okay, they got one. They got to deal with two, potentially three all-star, superstar level players on our side. We really only have one to deal with on their side. Julius Randle, respectfully, he is as well. When he's playing well, he's good. He had 7 turnovers tonight. I think we can duplicate that again. He's not the greatest playoff performer. I thought he played pretty well tonight. But Ant-Man is the guy. And we had Austin Reeves in front of him on an isolation at one point. We had Luka Doncic trying to guard this man. I'm like, are we really serious? Are we serious, JJ? You really think you're gonna win this series by having 2 of your worst defenders in front of one of the best players in basketball? I thought everything about this was wrong, man. Everything about this was wrong. And the fact that we had a whole week to scheme against this team and this is what we drug out there? Nah, y'all failed. Y'all failed and you embarrassed me, man. That's exactly what I want to say to the Los Angeles Lakers. You failed and you embarrassed me and you embarrassed yourselves. This was ridiculous. And if it wasn't for Luka Doncic getting hot in the first quarter, you probably would have lost by 50 points. As bad as y'all played out there. As slow and old and tired as y'all looked out there. On 5 days rest. And this is how y'all come back out there lethargic, slow, tired, getting pushed around. I mean, I could not have been more embarrassed to be a Laker fan with this being what we came out there doing, man. Honest to God, I couldn't have been. This was absolute and utter ridiculousness. And if we do it 3 more times, we will be getting broomsticks, let alone not winning this series. So I don't know what the hell y'all gonna do in a day. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come right back in this building and feel just as good. And if we don't make some sense of what we're doing, we're gonna be down 0-2 faster than you can blink. Going back into their building where we do not win well on the road. I'm telling you, this is alarming. It's not just that you lost, it's how you lost. Y'all look like we're not together out there. Y'all looks like y'all had forgotten how to play. Rui Hachimura defensively, I didn't see it tonight, man. You know, leaving people open and stuff like that. Some of that stuff was Jackson Hayes with the minutes given. Not very intelligent stuff I was seeing out there, man. Austin Reeves was not handling that defense very well. Luka's defense was not where it needed to be in a playoff situation like this. Dorian missing shots, not really getting involved in other areas. You know, Gabe Vincent running around being Cardi G at the absolute wrong time. I don't need this. I don't need none of this. All of this crap that y'all did out there was just bad tonight, and the fact that it's the playoffs makes it 10 times worse. In the regular season, I'd have been pissed off, but this is what y'all gonna bring to the playoffs? Come on, man. And I know Trey Jemison is not a world beater, but I really think he makes a massive difference in this series, and you don't have him available. I think that's a big problem because at the end of the day, now you got LeBron James banging up against Naz Reid and Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. He's going to take on too much punishment. It's going to wear him down. I see that coming. We'll be lucky to get out of the second round because of this matchup, because you don't have anybody taking that punishment for Bron. That's just, it's not, you know, this is not smart, bro. And you can't deploy Alex Len because he doesn't play well. It ain't deeper than that. You're not going to utilize him. So you don't have Koloko to help with the rim protection. Jemison is the guy that sets the hard screens. Jemison is the guy that does the pushing around. Jemison's the guy that if somebody wants to try us, he's going to be the one that keeps them from doing so. And you didn't bring him into the playoffs? I really think that could be the difference for us. I really do, man. And especially in a matchup like this. It's probably the difference because you really need somebody to take on some of that punishment. Rui ain't going to do it. He ain't built to be a punish taker. So it's LeBron who has to do it at 40 years old. That's stupid, man. You should have that piece down there. You should have that piece down there. And that you don't have it, I don't see why this can't continue. I don't see why Minnesota shouldn't feel absolutely confident for the rest of this series that they can push this Laker team around with bigger, stronger bodies, faster wings, and defensive players that can slow down guys like Austin Reeves, who, if he don't get his act together, ain't going to have a good series. You know, and these role players, man, they sometimes, you know, Gabe Vincent, Dorian Finney-Smith, you got to hit shots, bro. We can't have y'all having games where you go 6 for 10 and then the next game you go 1 for 3. The game you go 1 for 3, we lose, bro. So if y'all don't get y'all act together, this series is going to end fast, man. And look, JJ, Jordan Goodwin, 6 minutes. He needs to play more, bro. I know that people like shrinking their bench and stuff like that, but as you can clearly see against this Minnesota Timberwolves team, the players that you've chosen to use, they can't keep up with this roster. You're going to need guys like Jordan Goodwin to help you with 50-50 balls and stuff like that. Lord knows you don't have the speed nowhere else. So I suddenly, now after seeing one game of this series, I don't expect McDaniels and Reed to shoot like this, but Anthony Edwards and, say, DiVincenzo probably make up for it on the nights where they don't. You see what I'm saying? He's gonna shoot better. Julius is gonna have a better shooting night than this, so they'll make up for it in a different area. We gotta really scheme something that's gonna allow for us to lean into our strengths, to have more of what we need on the floor more often, and to try to do something that can slow down this offensive firepower of the Minnesota Timberwolves, because their defense is definitely going to attack our offense. So we must improve defensively in our adjustments to game 2. But this was an embarrassment. I am not happy with this. This is not the product that Jeanie Buss is paying for. And for a team that has so little center talent, I'm really disappointed in the choices that were made to leave our center position significantly less talented than it's been since Luka has been here. You know, I don't think Trey Jemison wins us this game, but I think you have a much fresher LeBron James throughout the course of the playoffs if he's down there taking on at least 15 minutes of that punishment that Julius is going to dish out. That and Luka colliding with Julius, you know, that's not the way you want to start your playoffs, man. Not with them taking on the type of punishment they took in game 1. Not the way you want to start your playoffs. So, you know, for those people who feel so great about this Minnesota Timberwolves matchup, I will tell you after a 1-game sample size, I don't feel great about it at all. I don't feel great about this at all. You had the 50% Luka 3-point shooting night, and you didn't score 100 points. And quite honestly, you gave up 117 of them. So I don't doubt the Lakers can play better and will play better in this series. But this game left me feeling a lot of doubts about what we can do ultimately, not only in this series but throughout the course of these playoffs. As long as we're continuing to go small, for which we're forced to do, I think we're going to always find ourselves in situations where LeBron is going to be taking too much punishment, and it's so unnecessary. There was never a reason for us to scheme ourselves away from having that enforcer, man. I'm just being honest with you. People underplay Trey Jemison's value on this team, and it's going to hurt them bad, man. Tonight is just the first sign of that. BDL 44. I thank you all for watching. Wow.